It's a dual-purpose car. As a 911 owner, you have to drive the car. Whatever else comes better than 159, to me, is a bonus. My late father's favorite car. I bought the car not running.
Did you ever track this? So I gotta ask you.
What's up, man?
Show car versus track car.
What's up, man? Good morning. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Let's start with the car. What year is it? What make and model?
Sounds good. It's a 2006 Porsche 997.1 Carrera S.
So it's not a GT3, but a Carrera S.
Correct.
Any Porsche is fully capable.
100%.
Yeah, but you basically built it from a Carrera S chassis. It's looking beautiful.
Appreciate
by
you,
the
man.
way. What was the whole motive behind building this car?
A little bit of history of the car. It's one of my dream cars, a Porsche 911, of course. Like a lot of people, I acquired the car from a good friend of mine, Doug. He blessed me with it. It didn't look like this. He started the whole cup theme, the front and the rear, got the cup flares. And I told him, dude, once we don't worry, man, I'll finish it up for you. And the rest is history. We definitely finished it.
How long have you owned it?
About almost 5 years, man.
5 years,
yeah,
okay.
Almost 5 years. And like I said, building a 911 as a cup theme was the goal. And I believe we achieved that. And as you know, at Sub 2 Club, we started tracking the car, which is, to me, one of the best feelings ever, especially owning a 911.
How did you get into cars? And
Oh, man.
like, were you always into track days, or were you into something else?
Well, no, not at all. Growing up, I idolized my cousin, Ian, and my pop, my dad, my late father. They were both into cars. So I was surrounded by cars and trucks growing up.
Can I ask you what kind of cars they were into?
Oh, yeah, totally. So my cousin was into, obviously, Hondas. My dad was into old Toyotas, old Datsuns as well. So my dad had Cressidas, Toyota Macho back in the Philippines, as he called it, Starlet. So it was, I was surrounded by that, man. So I smelled like gas pretty much growing up. That's how I get into it, for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, let's continue on with the story of building cars and then eventually ending up in track.
Totally. So throughout the years, I built a lot of cars. Not a track build, of course, but just a lot of show cars. Like I mentioned to you before, I had an Integra Type R. It was an autocross build, show build that I regret selling. But ultimately, I wanted to get myself in a 911. Obviously, family comes first. Started family, kids, home. This came about. It was perfect. Match made in heaven. When I first got the car, I didn't track it yet. I was more of like a weekend canyon carver guy, cars and coffee, car shows. But when I was introduced to the tracking world, a lot of my buddies always told me, man, you got the 911, or let's go track. My buddy Jose, I thank him. He's the one who kind of got me into it. And the rest is history. It was one of those things that when I learned it, the technicality of it, man, it's just, it was addicting. And, obviously we had our goals for the car and personal goals on lap times here and there, but it's all in good fun at the end of the day. And I'm just so stoked that I'm able to track mine out, because the car belongs to the track. And I mean, a lot of cars, track builds, I respect, because I kind of know how they're feeling now. Back then I was like, oh man, track guys. But now I'm in it, it's definitely a different feeling. Once you get into it, only you'll know, man.
Yeah.
Once you try it.
Only we know.
Correct. No, only we know, man, because man, it's the respect and the camaraderie there. Like I said, coming from a car show background, competitive, right? You want to win trophies or whatnot with your crew. The tracking thing, it's a whole different type of camaraderie, man, because it's dangerous too in a way. Way safer than doing it in the streets, of course. It's in a very enclosed environment, organized environment, and just the camaraderie, and you push each other, man. A lot of respect for one another, and that's what I love about it, for sure.
I don't think you gave up on show car thing, because it
yeah.
still looks like...
No, for sure, man. So, like I said, this car, I don't think I'll ever sell this car because it serves a lot of purpose for me. It's a dual-purpose car. I show it, and also when I track the car. If you ask me, I enjoy tracking the car more than showing the car. That's why I like. This car is hardly clean, because I do drive it. It is a driver. It's not my daily, but I feel guilty not driving it. I don't know if that makes sense. As a 911 owner, you have to drive the car. Yeah, you feel guilty not driving the car. So I do drive the car, and it's hardly clean. It's kind of dusty right now, but yeah, every time there's a car show, she's beautiful and clean. So I definitely appreciate when it's clean.
Definitely a lot of respect for putting this car on the track. Yeah, let's start with the exterior.
Sure.
What's been done?
So like I said, my buddy started the cup theme on it. These are all factory GT3 Aero, which is rather expensive nowadays. I can't afford this in this day and age. So it looks like a Dot 2. It looks like a Dot 2 997 GT3, but it is a Carrera S Dot 1. We kind of made it look like a Dot 2 GT3, and like I said, it's a cup car theme. Motorsports flares. These canards was made by Valley Motors. Sterling Autocon made the side diffusers. Factory GT3 rear bumper, cup wing, Porsche Motorsport cup wing. And that's pretty much as far as aero, man.
Okay.
Your typical cup build.
You don't need
se.
much on the Porsche.
Not much.
I like this street cup too.
Yeah, it is pretty much a street cup, man. So you know, we drive it.
Is that custom made?
The decal?
Yeah.
So the decal was from BBI.
Oh, okay.
So I got the vector from them, and my buddy Jerry, you know, gave me the file so we can print it out.
Very cool. Continuing on, let's do the chassis.
Sure.
What's been done to the suspension, arms,
All that good
bushings,
stuff.
all that?
Yeah. So going back in since I got when I got the car, it had some build themes, PSS 10, I believe. You know, when I started getting into tracking, I knew it could be better. Obviously, performance. So that's when I revamped the whole suspension. To properly be track worthy in a way. Pretty much, I was able to get my hands on some JRZs.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. That was. Oh man, that was my buddy Jay. He's actually a track guy too from Santa Clarita. He blessed me with his JRZs. It was pre-owned, and I've been driving it super hard. It's just the entry-level JRZs. Okay. So entry-level JRZs, but it's such a huge step up from what I had before. You know, back then I had some different wheels, some Advan TC3s. So I had to run some really super big spacers in the front because obviously we had the cut flare, right?
Oh yeah.
And just I didn't want to run that spacer anymore because it was super big. It was like about an inch. So we got some control arms from RSS, so it extended the track of the car, and so now we don't have to run spacers. A bunch of turret components, RSS lower arms, drop links from turret. Pretty much every arm you can think of, you know, we changed.
Gotcha.
Yeah, all RSS.
Yeah, because how much wider is this compared to?
I mean, that I don't know, maybe a couple inches.
Okay.
So you notice I'm not running a spacer, so we did extend the track of the car both ways.
Gotcha.
And these are the Apex, their new wheel, the VS5RS,
Okay.
the brushed. My friends from Apex was able to help me out with it. My friends Ryan over there. I love the finish. These are 18 by 10s.
Oh wow.
And 18 by 12 in the back.
Okay.
No spacers needed, man. Yeah.
You have partnership with Toyo Tires?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I've been with Toyo Tires for many years, so I do run their tires at the track. Like I said, my personal goal was to reach a certain time with these tires. Yeah, a lot of people may say that, you know, it may be a little inferior compared to other tire companies out track tires per se. Still very competitive.
Okay.
For sure.
What was that time?
It was 159, man.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm so blessed to have that. I'm not shy to say that I started when I first started this car, tracking this car. I was at 218 at button willow, man, and I have no problem saying that. I was like a dead duck, man. There's so many fast cars passing me. I don't know what the hell to do. But my buddies Jose and Joff was there with me, and a lot of my friends who track, and they just, you know, it's just a matter of riding with them,
Right.
and riding in their cars. And I'm like, man, if your car can do this, my car can.
Exactly.
I have the aero, I have the brakes, the tires. So it's just a matter of just driver mod, right?
Right, right.
And some experience.
Yeah.
And we did achieve that at 159. So whatever else comes better than 159. To me, it's a bonus because I've achieved my personal goal of being a sub 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was laughing at 218, not because that's a terrible number, because I was there too. So
Yeah.
don't feel bad, man.
No, for sure, man.
We were
And-
all there.
Yeah. I'm just super happy that it's all in good fun.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it is, man. Going out with your friends, stress relief from your daily life. You know,
Right.
tracking is definitely a stress reliever for me.
What about the engine?
Oh, motor-wise, it's pretty much stock.
Stock,
So,
okay.
We have a couple of bolt-ons, the 5-speed GT3 exhaust, IPD plenum, and we have the GT3 throttle body. Of course, that's a very good combo for these cars. We have a Softronic tune. We have AWE high flow cats,
Okay.
and AWE header.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you know roughly how much power it makes?
I have not had a chance to download the car. Over 300 for sure.
Okay.
I would love to know.
Okay.
But for what I use it for, it's pretty irrelevant.
Right.
Because, you know, it's not the fastest, but it's not the slowest. But sometimes, you know, it's better to drive, I mean, most of the time, it's better to drive a slow car fast than a fast car slow.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
There's a lot, way more. I mean, I have friends who have crazy horsepower cars, Z06s, GT500 Shelbys. They're super powerful. McLarens, obviously. But it's hard to control those cars, in my opinion. This is, I think, a perfect balance for me.
Definitely a driver's car.
Definitely, for sure. All right. So the interior didn't look like this when I got the car. Mm-hmm. We changed the seats. My buddy Alex was able to help me out with these Recaros, pole positions, jersey red, BBI rails, eBay.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh.
eBay door pull, RS style door pull.
Well, it works well.
Yeah, it does. This is actually the 991 cup wheel right here,
Oh, nice.
and with a Works Bell hub.
Okay.
There you
A
go.
little JDM touch there too.
Yes, sir, for sure.
Gotta have your cars, right?
Oh man, they're one of the best, if not the best. That's a BBI Sheep Cup roll bar and some Stroth harnesses.
Gotcha.
Just the basic what you need for the track, I believe, you know?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Some cocoa mats.
Oh, is that what they're called?
Yeah, Joff,
Yeah.
Joff sent me the link for those, man. My good friend Joff, I'm like, dude, that's pretty badass, so.
It is. He has a white and black.
He has a white and
one, right?
black, yeah. But we take it off at the track, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Gotcha. Do we mention the exhaust?
Fast speed?
Tap speed.
They're not quiet. I mean, they're not loud, man. You can definitely hold a conversation inside the car, even with the AWE header. Like I said, my wife drives this sometimes.
Okay.
A lot of people deal these cars, man, and they're very comfortable.
Of course, you got sub 2.
Oh man, thank you for that, man. Dude, that's a blessing right there. That's awesome.
And you were saying you have like a couple spare parts for the front lip.
Yeah, the front lip. Like I said, my wife drives it here and there, and she cracks it. So I have a couple more spares that we must have for sure.
That's cool.
And at the track, it cracked a couple of times. When I
Yeah.
went off-roading at the Buttonwillow,
Yeah.
you know how that feels like when you go off track. But it's part of the learning process. Fluids-wise, Motul fluids. It's been a long time partner of mine. They're amazing people at Motul USA, Nolan and them. So they provide all my fluids for all my cars.
Speaking of that, other
Yeah.
cars.
Yeah, man, this thing. Yeah, it's a 957 Porsche Cayenne 2010. It's something that I've always wanted to have since they came out, since Porsche came with a SUV platform, the 955 Cayenne. But at that time I was still in school, definitely couldn't attain it. I've had a lot of rigs, 4Runners, Land Cruisers, you know, amazing trucks, man. Those trucks don't break, the Toyotas, but this is a different beast. It's a V8, close to 400 horsepower. It's my second one actually. I had a Cayenne GTS. It was just stock. We didn't modify it. I was able to acquire this from my buddy. We traded and we did all this good stuff on it, man. So yeah, it's a very cool rig, and I try to match both of them as far as the theme. I do show this here and there, and I do take it out to a couple of trail runs already.
Okay.
About 3 times. You know, I wish I could go more. Like I said, if I had more time, but I built this kind of like to coincide with this 911.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Thanks, man.
Any future goals with this car?
Future goals for this 911, man, is to start tracking it more. You know, last year I went 3 times. 2024, I would love to go more for sure. It's definitely became a hobby of mine. So just pretty much drive the car, man. As far as modifications, I'm done. Maybe some different wheels later, but as far as aesthetically, performance-wise, obviously if some suspension components break here and there, we got to change it. I think it's where I want it to be.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done with the car.
Okay.
Just drive it and maintain it, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about time-wise? Do you think you can shave a few seconds or a few tenths?
Dude,
Or how?
100%, man.
Yeah.
100%. There's always room for improvement. That's what I learned throughout my tracking venture. My goal was to hit 159.999, whatever it was, as long as it was sub 2. And I did achieve that with 159. I know a couple of guys who have the same setup with, you know, different mods, maybe different tires, bigger balls. I don't know. They hit, I believe 155 on this same platform.
Oh.
Yeah. So definitely it's driver mod. I get it.
You're not chasing time right now.
No,
Yeah.
Like I said, anything that comes below 159 would be amazing.
bonus.
It was just a bonus.
Yeah.
I don't expect it, but if it happens, I'm very grateful if I do achieve it, man. That'll be amazing for sure.
I like that.
Yep.
Can we show the garage? a
Yeah,
little bit?
dude, yeah. So here's my garage, man. Nothing crazy. Bunch of oil from Motul.
Yeah.
Couple of prints that I got made. That's at Auto Club at the Roval.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah,
a
I
nice
missed that
picture.
track, man. That's a cool track. Yeah, pretty much a basic garage or basic tools. And
Do you do all the work on your car?
the work that I can do myself, I do, but sometimes I don't have the manpower. So I have friends from Bash Auto Works that help me out. SSA House, those guys are amazing friends of mine. Very good Porsche and just automotive minds. Yeah, Bash Auto Works, my friends Haraj, Joey, and Louie and them. SSA House, Ben, Quo, Mike, all those guys, Steve, Alvin. So, all cool guys over there, man. They're awesome guys. Yeah.
All right. And I do see a beautiful car behind you. What is this project about?
Oh man, so dude, this is my lifelong project, man. Datsun 240Z. This is 1972. I bought this thing about 10 years ago for, man, couple of grand at the time. So a special car to me for sure, due to the fact that it was my late father's favorite car. I bought the car not running. It never ran before. When I got it, it was actually blue. Had some rust on it and stuff. Like I say, it's a lifelong project, and I know it's going to be the most expensive project. It has to be done right. A Japanese classic to me, you know, to do it properly, if you're able to, it has to be a full nut bolt build, and that's what we did. He passed away from COVID 3 years ago, so we did a tribute build for him. It's a tribute Z build, and we unveiled this car at the Toyota Tread Pass at SEMA. One of my partners, Toyota Tires, we did unveil at SEMA, and it was built at my brother's garage, Genesee, JBZ Classics. Watch out for him, man. He's doing big things this year. This was his first legitimate, you know, JBZ build. It was done in his garage in Chino Hills. A lot of emotion and love was brought because of this build. A lot of amazing partners jumped in the build. Obviously, a build like this will cost a lot of money, but a lot of industry help, a lot of amazing industry-leading partners who had a hand on this, man. And I'm grateful for those guys for sure.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
Without them, this car wouldn't be possible. And like I said, our goal was we had a tight timeline at SEMA, and we did achieve that. I personally, as a builder, I didn't want to bring a push car. You know, a lot of these SEMA builds, they just push it and, you know, finish it later on after SEMA. But personally, I wanted to bring a car that was running.
Yeah.
So we trailered it there, obviously, but we started it, drove it in where it was supposed to be parked at the Tread Pass, and drove it out. And, you know, goal achieved, and we pretty much bunded everything up after SEMA.
This is immaculate.
Yeah, man, this build is nuts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man, so.
Oh, you're not messing around.
No, man, so. Man, there's so much detail in this build.
Oh my God.
So much detail, man. So this is a L28. It was built by Rob Austin, an amazing motor builder for the Z. And one of the special pieces of this motor is the carburetors. Super rare carbs, man. My brother Taka from Cusha House, he used to live here in Rancho, but now he moved to Texas. But he blessed me with these triple Nismos. Triple Mikuni Nismos.
Oh my God.
And these are so rare, these carbs. I mean, good luck finding one. And man, it's definitely the heart of the build, you know, the motor. And you notice the valve cover is red. You can get it polished, black, but I chose red because, you know, obviously I came from,
Hondas.
you know what I mean? You can show that. I came from a Honda platform. That was my Integra Type R that, you know, I had 20 years ago or so, that I wish I never sold, but you know, I had to sell it because I went to nursing school, man. So sacrifice. Yeah, I missed that car. And yeah, man. That's my brother Genesee from JBZ Classics.
Gotcha.
He's the one who built the car. Yeah, he's an amazing brother, man.
Oh my God, this is super clean. Would you ever track this?
It is trackable for sure. So my friends from Technotoy Tuning, man, they sent me a whole package of their suspension. A classic car with modern suspension, man, it's a match made in heaven. Fairly nimble. I would love to track it one time.
Yeah.
Probably won't perform like the 911, but you know it can it'll hold its own for sure. Yeah. People track this suspension. Whatever I have here,
right.
All the arms, man. If you can see under the car, man, you're gonna see. You want to look?
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
You want to go under it?
Oh yeah. Sure.
People won't see this, but if you're able to capture what's under there, man.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
It's pretty much like full restoration then.
It's a full resto mod, man. Full nut bolt. Every nut and bolt is new.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. If you want to see the interior.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, you better not track this.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I put 3,600 miles in 2023. So we finished the build 2022 for SEMA. The whole 2023, I put 3,600 miles on it, which is a pretty decent amount because, you know, obviously you build a car like this, you have to shake it down, right? You have to shake it down, see if a couple stuff fails, which, you know, the master cylinder failed, a hub failed. So, you know, I'm glad I got to shake it down. Now it's pretty much where we want it to be, you know, as a driver's car. Yeah. So if you see the inside, the shift knob, it has my dad's signature in it, and the pedals as well.
Nice.
So, and the key also, I'll get it later, but his signature is engraved in there. So every time I start the car, from shifting it and from pressing the pedals, I can feel them in a way, you know.
Oh,
That's why we did that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like the gauges too.
Yeah, those are from Speed Huts. They kind of matched it from the car's color. It was from a Porsche 912.
Oh, nice.
Porsche 912. It's called Olive.
Amazing job. And
Thanks, man.
Of course, Ricardo's here too.
Yeah, these are, oh man, the story of these seats. I got these seats at OfferUp.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, for super cheap, man. This guy sold it for like $400.
Wow.
But it was all ripped up. But to me, that was fine because we were gonna reupholster it anyways. So these are from my buddy Rogelio's upholstery. They wrapped it in this really nice leather, man, super soft, and Alcantara inserts.
Nice.
And the dash, they did the dash also. They wrapped the dash.
Yeah. Amazing job.
Thanks, man.
So I gotta ask you.
What's up, man?
Show car versus track car.
Oof, tough question, man. I enjoy showing. It's also a time to spend time with my brothers, you know, that I grew up with for a long time, that's been in the show scene for a while. You know, it's good to compete and catch up with, obviously, friends. And also, we go to car shows to represent our partners as well, who help us build the cars, right? Provide us parts, all that good stuff. So we do have to go to shows to be able to represent our partners as well. I enjoy doing that. I don't do that for a living, of course. I'm a registered nurse. That's what I do for a living. It's a hobby of mine to do this stuff. I do love car shows, but tracking, that's a different beast, man. It's I enjoy it so much. It's gonna be a part of me for now until my body won't let me anymore, right? For now, I'm definitely gonna enjoy the whole tracking venture. I enjoy both of them evenly.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you were to start over, knowing everything you know now, would you pick the same car?
Oh, 100%.
100%.
To me, the 911, I'm not trying to be biased, right? Because I had an ITR. You know, I had a Civic Si EM1. They're all amazing at their own ways. But to me, the 911 is the ultimate driver's car, man. Like I said, I'm not being biased because I own one. Man, it's the ultimate balance, man. It's not the fastest, man, but it's the whole experience driving a 911 at the track. It's different when you're driving at the canyons, right? It's different when you're driving in the streets, like haul ass. The whole dynamic of the car, you're really into the car. I mean, I guess you can say any car per se, because I've driven E90 M3s at the track as well, GTs also. Being in a track on a well-built car is a different feeling, man, because you trust it, right? But to me, the 911 is the ultimate driver's car, for sure.
So I'm fairly new to the show car scene.
Sure.
Right? And then we had a long chat outside of this video talking about everything. I got so much respect for the level of detail you guys are pushing nowadays. For this particular build, any shout outs, man?
Oh, for sure, man. A lot of people I want to thank, and hopefully I don't forget any of them. First of all, you know, I want to thank my family, my wife, man. You know, like without her, man, like allowing me to do this is amazing. You know, happy wife, happy life. She lets me do this and feel the work that I work in the healthcare field. Being a registered nurse is pretty hectic, stressful. So being able to do this is amazing. As far as the car, man, you know, first of all, I want to thank a couple of my partners, Toyo Tires, Motul USA. They've been amazing partners of mine throughout the years. My friends at Bash AutoWorks, like I said, my friend Hirach, Joey, Louie and them at Bash AutoWorks, man, they do amazing work, help me out a lot. Also my buddies at SSA House, amazing guys over there. They do a lot of great work with car builds as well. My boy Ben from SSA, Quo, Mike, Alvin, Steve, those guys, amazing people. Definitely want to thank a couple of close friends that got me into tracking for sure. Because like I said, man, this car is meant to be driven at the track to reach its full potential, if that. Buddy Jose, he got me into this. Thank you for Jose, man. For my good friend Joff also, partner in crime also at the track, man. He has an amazing Dot 2 GT3 that we track.
If you haven't watched Joff's video, go check it out.
Watch that. Cool dude, man. The guy's cute. Obviously, I want to thank Sub 2 Club, man. Peter, man, thank you for coming out. Your amazing presence at the whole track scene, man, is amazing, man. You know what I mean? It definitely pushed people to Sub 2 for sure. My friends at SoCal Drivers Club, Charles and Noreen, those guys are awesome, man. To me personally, one of the best track experiences, track days I ever attend, man.
For sure.
SoCal Drivers Club event. It's an open track, man. Race all day. Thank you guys for throwing amazing events. My buddies at Motorsport Hardware, Ryan and Cecil, man. Those guys support. Appreciate you guys. Ryan from Apex Wheels. Thanks for the support on this build. Rob from Grip Partners, man. Support. He supports our team, Team Garage Life. My brothers from Team Garage Life, man. That's my crew right there, man. Awesome people, awesome brothers. I wish some of them track their cars too. You know, there's we have a couple of track ready cars there that I wish that they track more. You know what I mean? And go with me. That'll be amazing. I want to thank my friends, Jiro, my longtime good friend Jiro. He's a track guy too, man. He has his own brand, Fast Track, Sprint Lane. Friends of Sprint Lane, man. Those guys do some hardcore tracking too. They actually go to Coda. My friends from Rival Machine, Sterling Autocon, obviously, who did some stuff in this car before. My good friend Doug, who sold me the car back then, man. Thank you. Also, I want to thank You know, my buddies at Pinoy Porsche Club. It's a club, a bunch of Filipino guys just driving Porsches. FYC Driving Club. Those guys are amazing, man. Just a bunch of group of friends that love driving. If you get the chance to, you gotta track your cars, man. It's the way to go to definitely reach your full potential as a driver and safely, right? Cars like these definitely belong on the track, 100%.
It's a really good message. Any final thing you want to say?
It's all in good fun. You know what I mean? If you're not having fun doing it, don't do it because it has to be fun, man. You know what I mean? I know it gets competitive out there, but man, you gotta have fun first. Yeah, man, just take your cars to the track, man. Hit me up, we'll go.
All right, thank you for your time.
Hey, you're welcome, man. I appreciate you, Peter.
All right.
Thank you, man.